Now we're going to talk about Turbo YouTube, and Turbo YouTube is a tool that is going to help you to be ahead of competitors with your YouTube videos and also Facebook videos and Vimeo videos, but basically YouTube videos. You can see all the features in our corporate website, all the things you can do with Turbo YouTube, all the channels you can connect. You can also share videos from other social networks like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, WordPress. You can also see the number of videos you can post, auto-post monthly according to the plan. Also, you can find out the algorithm that ranks videos on the top of Google searching included in this tool, as well as smart title generator, smart description generator, text locator, and advanced keyword tool. So as you could see, it's a complete tool for boosting your YouTube videos and also Vimeo, Facebook, and YouTube, Vimeo, and Facebook. So now let's go to the point. So now let's go to start with search videos. You can select the country where you are at. So I'm going to choose all for this video tutorial and the keyword. In this demo, I'm going to use website traffic with YouTube, and I'm going to see 5 results per searching. In relevance, I'm going to click search. So what we have here is a summary of the searching, and we're going to start analyzing this specific layout, this specific frame. So you can see all the results by description, video, and the views, likes, dislikes, and so on. At the bottom of the page of the result, you will see the stats and the average stats. This is good for decision making. You will see if your keyword phrase or your keyword alone itself is going to be a possibility to boost your marketing or sales strategy. So in this example, we have website traffic with YouTube. As you can see, it's a very popular keyword. And in this example, it's not a keyword, it's just a keyword phrase because its components are more than 2 words, website traffic with YouTube. So as you can see, it's a very wide open in search results, this specific keyword. Now, what else can we see right here is that you can copy the description. If you copy this description, it is going to be copied and you can paste it in your description spot when we are going to optimize the video tutorial. So another thing you can see right here, you can click at any thumbnail. You're going to be pointed to the specific YouTube video. You can switch the views. You can switch it to 10 results by relevance. You can search it. And you can continue the analysis of this specific searching. So this is for decision making. You will see how competitive is your keyword or your keyword phrase for the strategy you're going to implement. But at the same time, this is only the sneak peek of this entire platform, because we have another cool feature for you to help you to make decisions. Now, in this decision-making part, we're going to use this advanced keywords tool. This way, we're going to copy the keyword or keyword phrase, and we're going to search. Once we have this information done, Social Gator is going to process for you the results. So for this specific criteria, we have different options to analyze the possibility of using this keyword or not. So in the low competition tail, we have different results that you will see that probably you can say, okay, yes, my keyword is not likely to be in this searching criteria. So it could be a good reason to boost this specific keyword in this market. Probably you may say that. Or if you go to high competition level, you also will see the monthly searches of this specific keyword, and maybe you can accommodate your keyword according to any specific keyword of the result. This is a decision-making process. If you are good to go with this specific keyword, this is only for the example, you're good to go. Or if not, you can analyze if changing your mind about the keyword. You can use this keyword, or you can replace the words or start playing around with the keywords. You may go and use only one keyword, or you can go ahead and use another phrase related to this specific searching of your criteria for your marketing strategy. So now let's go to optimize the video. In this demo, we are going to use the website traffic with YouTube. So after the analysis you did in Advanced Keywords tool, you will decide which keyword or keyword phrase you're going to use. Now let's go to upload the video. We have a lot of features right here. We're going to start for the results. The results you saw in the searching tab are going to show up here, right here. You're going to find it in its corresponding order. And also we're going to have the programming date. So we're going to start from this specific spot. So the programming date is going to be the date which you want that specific video to be uploaded to YouTube or to Vimeo or to Facebook. That's the same pattern for those three social networks. And by default, Social Gator Turbo YouTube is going to track the keyword phrase or the keyword itself. So the recommendations are clearly in these question marks. You need to proceed accordingly to what it says in every question mark. So you need to read it and you need to put it in practice. So this algorithm was designed according to the latest YouTube politics or algorithms to be 100% relevant and being able to position your videos above the competitors, ahead the competitors. So now let's go to move to on deep in this specific configuration or optimization of your video. In the title, please again read these recommendations. So the video you will have 60 characters, but this has a reason why, because in our research, there's a lot of probabilities to be more relevant to YouTube if you're specific. But most important, you need to include your keyword or your keyword phrase, period. That's the most important part of the title. Secondly, this first part of the description and Social Gator's Turbo YouTube, we have two descriptions, the part 1 and the part 2. In the part 1, you have only 120 characters. And this is one of the reasons why you're going to be ahead of competitors. And the algorithm is going to work at the background to give you the optimization ranking. We have here 120 characters. And again, be sure to include both the keyword or keyword phrase, the way you can see right here. And again, also, this is very important, the URL of the destination you want to point your visitors. Be sure to include HTTPS protocol. If you don't have that in your domain name, please do it, because this is going to be very important for YouTube's robots. Now, let's go to description part 2. The description part 2, you can include, I think the limit is 5,000 characters. So there's almost no limit right here, but guess what? This is also very important and you need to read this, but I'm going to explain a brief summary of this. You need to include like a sales letter. If you're selling something, you're showing any skill, if you want to sell your product, your service, your business, whatever, you need to include all the possible details in this description, but you need to be 100% relevant. You cannot type in or include different times the keyword with no sense at all. So you need to include the keyword in this part too, and you need to include the HTTPS protocol of your URL, either your social networks or your website. But again, be relevant. You do not try to cheat YouTube's algorithm, because it is not going to work. You can be penalized and things like that. If you're going to include the keywords in your description, you need to be sure to be smart and include them only the times it needs to be included, period. And give a full description of your product or offer, because YouTube is going to pay close attention to the content you add to your video tutorials. And that's one of the most important rule, YouTube's rule. Okay, so now let's move on to the text. In this part, we have different options, and again, you need to read this specific question marks. And we're going to summarize this. The tags are not as important as we used to think. Again, and why is that? Because the content is the king. If YouTube's robots see that the keyword is included in the content, the description, the relevant weight, the most relevant weight possible, you are going to get points. You're going to win. You're going to be relevant. So the tags are not going to be 100% relevant. You can include tags in your optimization of your video just in case you want your video to be found by another different keywords that are not related to the content itself, period. So the important thing right here is you can type in up to 6 keywords, from 3 to 6 keywords that are 100% related to your searching criteria. And the second tags, part 2, are optional, but you can add different kind of keywords. Let's go to the example right now. So after doing my research, I just summarized my strategy, my keyword strategy, in only 5 keywords. The keyword itself, the keyword phrase itself, and this additional 4 keywords, because all of them are related to the phrase, to the keyword phrase that I'm working in. So in this first spot, you need to type in only keywords or keyword phrases related 100% related to your searching criteria. Do not include anything differently to this specific tags part 1, because it is not going to work. You're not going to be relevant to your video optimization. So we're going to copy every keyword with colon. So these are the main keywords or keyword phrases that I want to be found. My video tutorial, my YouTube video, to be found in the results, either organic or by using Google. This is very important, so you need to take your full time. If you did the research by using the advanced keywords tool, it's exactly the same parameter. You need to be 100% relevant to this, period. This is probably the most important part of the tags itself. And now let's go to the part 2, optional up to 6 keywords max. So in this, you can add, again, you can read the question mark, but I'm telling you, you can include keywords that are not 100% related to the search criteria. So let's go, in this case, we're going to use, for example, keywords tool. And by competition, I'm going to go to high competition level. And I'm going to include 3 of this. 1, 2, 3. I'm selecting the part 2. Select tag part 2. So I included 4 tags. YouTube, promote, get more, get YouTube views, and let's go to upload video. And they're going to be pasted right here automatically. Good. Let's move on to the analysis. Right here, the algorithm is telling you, hey, you're including keywords that are not relevant or simply do not fully match with the original searching keyword criteria. So this is just for your understanding and for your knowledge. And remember, this is optional, the part number 2. So the most important is the part 1. But the part number 2, you can include this kind of keywords. So this warning is good if you want to be even more relevant. Include in this part 6 up to 6 keywords, again 100% related to the searching criteria as you did in the part 1. It's as easy as this. Now another probability, another good explanation, let's go to use another tools. But before doing it, let's continue to do this. So now we use the advanced keywords tool. We're going to be using all those other tools. In the meantime, we're doing the practice with the step-by-step in this video tutorial. So now let's move to privacy status. You can select it in the category. Let's go to people and blogs. Finally, the upload video you need to choose only a video tutorial named with the same description as your keyword. Just read the question mark and you will realize that. In this example, as you can see, we achieved the 100%. Let's go to percentage. Okay, 100% right here. This is the goal. This is the primary goal. You achieve this percentage, you're done. You're all set. 100% according to these rules. Now, let's go to another additional tool we're going to include in this specific part. If you are happy with this, just go ahead. You did it. Now, we're going to utilize another couple of tools you're going to improve. You can use to improve a little bit more probably your title, your description, or your keywords. Okay, before proceeding uploading the video you're going to boost with Turbo YouTube, there's another important option you may pay attention, and it's related to this slider right here. So if we go again to the searching results, let's website traffic with YouTube. I'm going to get 10 results. I told you before that in this upper part, we are going to track the results in its corresponding order. But the good thing about this, in the previous example that I show you, the optimization process went up to 100%. So, but I'm going to clear it up a little bit, and we're going to do this exception. Let's suppose, okay, you tried out with advanced keywords tool, and you tried out with the completing these spots. But you want to do something even different and based on the current results, because Turbo YouTube allows you to get to track the information for you. So let's go to the first video. This is the first video. So now the cool thing about this is that you can track the description and the tags. You know, this is the good thing. You can track them all. You can see, for example, okay, this is the first video tutorial. This is the first video of the result of the searching result, and this is the keywords they're using. You know, this is the keywords. So the keywords are repeated twice, just in case you want to use these keywords to text part 1 and text part 2 and the description 2. So let's suppose you're going to use this description the way it is. You can copy that description and you can paste it this way. Let's go to the second description part 2. You can take the description and you can include part of the content or the whole content of this description. This is up to you, the way you see if part of the content is familiar or is 100% friendly with your marketing or your sales strategy for your video. And let's go to the tags. So in this example, this specific video used only 2, 4, 6, 8 keywords. So if you see that probably these keywords are going to work for your video tutorials, you can track them to for yourself, for your own video. This way you can click it. It is going to copy, it is going to track, it is going to track automatically. And the same thing with the tags part 2. So the tags part 2, let's suppose you're going to use the second video of the result, and maybe you're going to use 2 or 3 keywords like this. So I want you to know this important extra tool, just in case if you want to do things differently, 100% based on the other person's videos related to your search criteria. Finally, when your optimization process reaches out 100%, you're ready to share that specific video in your social network. So you can choose your YouTube channels. In this example, I have YouTube channels, I have Vimeo channels, and I have Facebook fan pages. So you will choose which of them are you going to post that specific video. And when you get this completely done, you may go to save it, and the process is going to be automatically saved. Finally, before moving forward to Smart Title and Description Generator, I forgot to mention something important related to this specific process. Let's suppose you don't want to use this upper video results, and you may want to go to the general result. So in this example, you may click on, let's suppose 20 results per searching. It is going to show you 20 video tutorials, videos related to your keyword targeting. So when you're going to optimize your video, you may go to the bottom of the page, and Turbo YouTube is going to show you all the tags. In this example, it's going to show tags YouTube part 1 and part 2. What this does is, if you want to feed the tags number 1, you may go and select the keywords you want to include in the specific search. And let's suppose I'm going to click in the first, the second, the third for tags number 1. And for the tags number 2, you're going to include 1, 2, and 3. So if you go to tags part 1 and part 2, they're going to have the tags you selected. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Smart Title Generator, and what this tool does is to give you more opportunities, more options to create a good title for your YouTube video. So as you can see right here, we're going to see 10 results. We're going to search it, and it's going to track all this information. This is a beautiful masterpiece of information you can use to improve your decision making. This way, you will have all the results in relevance, which means all those who are positioned at the top of the results. So you have the title, the date, the published date, the channel, the views, likes, dislikes, comments, and actions. So in this example, let's suppose I'm going to use this title for my YouTube video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it automatically, and then I'm going to upload a video, and it's going to be tracked. It shows that it is actually 63 characters from 100. And let's go to the side to the title again, and you can decide which one do you want to use for your video tutorial. So this is a good complementation for your strategy. So then you can download it. You can also view it. This is the summary of this specific video, and you can download all these results, and you hit this option, you're going to see this. Why is this so important? Again, this is going to improve your decision making. You will be able to go in deep into your competitors to see the behavior of their video tutorials, of their video promotions, and this way you will have more elements to determine the best strategy for boosting your sales. So let's go to this first report. This is going to show you all the results. So you will have the opportunity to use all this information with your marketing team. You will be able to see the date, the published date, the channel title, the view count, like, dislike, and comment count. You have this information for your stats, for your decision making. I said this again before, and let's go to see this particular one. Is going to show you this specific information about this first video. So at the end of the result, you can see the stats, the average stats of those results. You can also see if you want to list this result by likes, you can do it, which has the less likes, the more likes, dislikes, this way, comments. So this is for your decision making. You can use whatever the title you want to use. It is going to be copied automatically. Let's go to the third one. I'm going to assign it, and let's go to upload video, and it is right here. Good. So now we're going to talk about the Smart Description Generator, and basically it does the same thing. So we're going to go by, let's suppose we're going to find out 25 results, and we're going to hit search. This is crucially important because this is the information of your competitors. You will have the opportunity to double check in detail what are they using by relevance. So you can download them all this way, and you can see the information for your decision-making process with your marketing team. So this way you will have the opportunity to analyze all this information. This is a beautiful information for you to create a unique content for your description. In addition to it, you can load one by one. You can copy, you can view it, you can assign it automatically to your description. You hit assign. It is going to be assigned automatically to your description in your upload video process. So this is good for big companies or for entrepreneurs that want to really do a great job when positioning a video ahead competitors, because this information is going to tell you exactly the way your competitors think. You can copy part of the descriptions or do a mixing of the descriptions in order to be more effective to create a good description for your video tutorial or your video sale explanation or any kind of topic you're doing for your video. Now we're going to move to advanced keywords tool. So you're going to choose your country. In this demo video tutorial, we're going to use all the locations, and we're going to use the same keyword. Website traffic with YouTube, we're going to click search, and you already know how it works. We're going to have all the results. This is connected with the Google's API, Google AdWords API. So you have two options to track any of these searching results to the tag number 1 or to the tag number 2. If you select them, they're going to be copied automatically to the corresponding tag spot. You already know how to do the searching by average. You can see the less average and the most average, right? This way. Competition, you can see exactly the same thing. Low competition, high competition. You can do a decision making with this specific part before even to create a strategy for boosting your video. I mean, if you have an idea of any keyword, you can firstly go to this specific part, advanced keywords tool, and get more ideas on how to create a good and relevant keyword for your video, so that way you can do the process of optimizing your video tutorial with Turbo YouTube. Okay, once you complete the process of optimization of your video with YouTube, you have this opportunity. The video is going to be posted in this frame. It's going to show you exactly the percentage of optimization, like in this example. But when it completes posting on the corresponding social media, it is going to show you the possibility to share that specific video to not only to that specific, in this example, you have the opportunity to share that specific video in social media, in your social media. Let's go to the example. Let's suppose we're going to use this Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to click this button, and I'm going to be pointed to my social media and my WordPress. And you can do the postings as you do the regular postings. The same thing, if you want to share, for example, this video to the social media YouTube video, you can click it. You will be pointed to your social media in WordPress, and you can do the postings as you do the regular posting process. And finally, when you go to list of shared videos, you will see the list of the videos you shared in your social media with the status completed, the date, the creation date, the corresponding social networks, and the name of the social network. I forgot to mention two important features. So we're going to go with the action button. Once you have your video posted either in YouTube or Facebook or Vimeo, in YouTube, specifically in YouTube, you have this action button. When you click in this action button, you are going to be pointed to that specific video, and you will be able to add a public comment. And secondly, once you connect your YouTube channels to Social Gator, you will have the opportunity to receive all the comments related to your video. So that way, when you click at any comment, you will be pointed to that corresponding video and that corresponding YouTube channel.